Hey, it's your pal, the Dancing Housewife, and welcome to another episode of the Dancing Housewife podcast. In this week's episode, we're diving into something every new dancer needs to know: ballroom studio etiquette. If you're nervous about your first ballroom dance class or lesson, don't worry, you're definitely not alone. Walking into a studio for the first time can be intimidating. I've been there. Back in the early days, the dancing doc and I clung to each other like blood-sucking leeches, especially during group classes. We had no idea how things worked, and when we realized our instructor shouting, "Rotate," did not mean spiral turn in place, it meant rotate partners, panic set in. Instantly. Right there in class, we started scrambling, brainstorming like our lives depended on it, trying to come up with any excuse that might get us out of switching partners. Contagious illness? Definitely. Sudden onset vertigo? Sure. A dramatic, unexplained loss of vision or hearing? Why not? We were grasping at anything that might let us stay put. You get the picture. Desperation, drama, dance floor doom. Why? Because ballroom felt like a foreign country, complete with its own language, customs, and unspoken rules. If you're experiencing this kind of angst and it's holding you back, this episode is for you, because today I'm pulling back the curtain on the unspoken rules, tradition, and customs of ballroom life. How to enter the dance studio with grace, how to share the floor without stepping on toes, literally and figuratively, and how to ensure you leave class feeling like the fabulous dancer you're becoming. Ready to get dancing without the fear of causing a studio scandal? Let's go. Let's start at the very beginning, because first impressions matter. Arriving on time is good. Arriving early is better. Give yourself at least 5 to 10 minutes to change your shoes, take a deep breath, and figure out which way is the front of the room, because believe me, doing that in the middle of class is not ideal. When you walk in, do so quietly and respectfully. No need to burst through the doors like you're entering Studio 54. This is a ballroom, not a Broadway audition. Leave the drama on the dance floor. Also, mind your shoes. Dance floors are sacred. Street shoes bring in dirt, pebbles, and all sorts of grit that can scratch the surface or worse, mess with someone's execution. Swap into your dance shoes before stepping foot onto the dance floor, and while you're at it, make sure they're tied, snapped, or strapped. A loose shoe flying off during a foxtrot, not the look you're going for. And please, for the love of sequins, introduce yourself to folks. Smile, say, "Hi, I'm new." I promise no one's going to throw glitter at you for being a beginner. Maybe they will, but it's all the good kind. Now that you're in, let's talk about what happens on the dance floor. And no, I don't mean a spontaneous samba whisk challenge, though it has happened, not naming names, Vlad. As mentioned earlier, my biggest beginner pain point was partner rotation. In most group classes, you rotate partners regularly. It's a little like speed dating, but with more moving and less talking. Don't panic like the doc and I did. Embrace it. This is how you learn. It's a chance to grow, adapt, and maybe even learn someone else's tricks for surviving a new figure. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep your elbows in check. Don't lead or back lead like you're tossing a 10-pound medicine ball against the wall, and watch out for collisions. Think of the dance floor like a friendly game of bumper cars, but with fewer actual bumps, hopefully. And above all, respect your instructor. They're not just teaching you steps, they're teaching you how to move like dancers. Don't talk over them, don't text during class. Yes, I've seen someone do this. And if you need help, ask, but do it politely and at appropriate moments in class. Shouting, "Wait, what are we doing?" as the group is trying a new figure or combination is not ideal. Save that for the recap. Okay, so you've made it through the door, survived partner rotation, and haven't stepped on too many toes. Gold star. Now let's talk about making the most of your class time. Show up ready to listen, show up ready to learn, and show up ready to laugh at yourself. Seriously. Ballroom is beautiful, but it's also a bit chaotic when you're new. You'll mess up. You will turn the wrong way. You will, at some point, forget what dance you're doing. It happens to the best of us. Guilty. In fact, I'm still doing it. Just ask the doc. He's bailed me out of plenty of glitches in the old noggin on the dance floor. Group classes come with their own rituals, like rotating partners whether you want to or not, and private lessons have their own unique unwritten rules as well. For starters, showing up on time really means early enough to put on your shoes, stretch, warm up, and be ready to dance at the start of the lesson. And now, a friendly public service announcement. Your instructor may be all ears for your weekend recap, but just remember, those minutes are on the clock. So unless your story ends with a dance battle in the grocery store, maybe save it for a dance party because chatting for 10 minutes counts against your paid lesson time. Also, while your instructor may seem like a magical dance wizard, he or she is not psychic. It's okay and even helpful to say something if it's confusing or hurting your knee or making you feel like a flamingo in a tutu. And above all, enjoy the journey. Celebrate the wins, no matter how small. Got through an entire pattern without blanking out? That's a win. Didn't accidentally hip check your partner like an over-aggressive hockey player during a crossover break? Major win. Now let's talk about communication, rapport, and respect. First rule, always be nice. Compliment your partner, thank them for a dance, say nice job, even if it felt like a bit of a train wreck. We're all learning, and everyone appreciates kindness. Plus, you never know who you'll be dancing with at the next social dance party. Respect differences. Some folks pick up choreography like they were born doing it. Others need a minute or a month. Be patient. We all started somewhere, and if you are the person who picks things up fast, use your powers for good, not to inflate your own ego and make others feel small. And when someone offers you feedback or, heaven forbid, corrects your timing, take it with grace. You're not being attacked, you're being helped. And if you're not sure, just smile and say thanks. File it away and privately ask your instructor to clarify later. Easy peasy. When your lesson, class, or practice session wraps up, always leave on a high note. Even if the dancing felt like a disaster, the dignity is in the exit. Even if your brain is full and your feet are sore, you're not done just yet. Clean up after yourself. Cardinal rule in the ballroom. Grab your water bottle, put away your shoes, and check for stray bobby pins, hair elastics, socks, tissues, band-aids, food wrappers, just a few of the things I've witnessed folks leave behind. The studio should look as lovely when you leave as it did when you arrived, maybe even better. Bonus points if you help put away chairs or props. And don't just disappear like a puff of smoke. This isn't a frat party, so no Irish goodbyes. Even if you flubbed every step, lost track of timing, or briefly mistook your left for your right, you still say goodbye and thank you to the instructor, your partner, classmates, the front desk staff, even folks watching and waiting for their lesson or class to begin. Bonus points for smiling and making eye contact. Trust me, gratitude goes a long way. And finally, keep learning. Every class is a chance to grow, not just as a dancer, but as a member of this wild, sparkly, wonderful ballroom community. If you're just starting out, I hope this episode gives you a boost of confidence and a whole lot of clarity. And if you've been around the ballroom block a few times, let this be a reminder that the unwritten rules of etiquette don't expire with experience. They apply to all of us. You can find a link to the Dancing Housewife quick reference list of studio etiquette tips in the show notes. They're great for printing and slipping into your dance bag. And if you're watching on YouTube, scroll down to the description for links. Thanks for tuning in. If you're enjoying the Dancing Housewife podcast, share it with a dance buddy, leave a review or tap a 5-star rating, and don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep your heels high, your shoulders down, and your spirit sparkly. And remember, grace starts at the door. This is the Dancing Housewife signing off. And as always, happy dancing!
That's all, folks.